comes to Eltharion. It is my duty, our duty, to endure. Stand with me. For as long as I still live. For Yvresse will never fall.
Welcome on back everyone to Total War Warhammer 3 and part 16 of our legendary Eltharion the Grim Immortal Empires campaign. In today's episode we are back finally from vacation up in the Rocky Mountains. It was a fantastic time and I am ready to come on back and get to work here against Clan Moors. We have a pretty scary situation here. We've got 4 minutes blows. We are fighting against a pretty nasty army of Clan Moors in an ambush, so we are going to be at an extreme disadvantage here with rats bursting out from the ground underneath our very feet. Thankfully, all of our lads do have the Grim Discipline, so they should have even more melee defense that's showing here. It should be at a boost by 12, which is ridiculous. So even our archers will have roughly 37 melee defense, making our already defensive troops hopefully able to hold the line against the oncoming onslaught of rats. It won't really work very well against their miniguns, though, so let's go ahead and find out. Stormwing, to battle. Alright, so not only is he managing to ambush us, somehow there's reinforcements coming in. Somehow I guess the... For Yvresse! There's the rats, let me fight! Oh boy. Alright, Eltharion. Get in there, bud. Gotta shut down those poison wing globes. Yeah, this is rough. We're caught between all this nonsense. Our firing will have the battle cats go after the guys in the back line there. Horsemen run. We should you guys get moving in different directions. Cavalry charge this direction. Cut them down. There are so many range units over here. Spears charge into this group. Oh, they got the earthquake going, don't they? The good old earthquake machine. Too many of our archers are all together. Alright, guys, come on away. Please, we're gonna have to abandon our talons. Battlecat, see if you can't come on away from that group. Well done. Maul these guys here. Our archers are getting annihilated. Oh, they've got the avalanche mortar. No. Please stop the avalanche mortars cold. Well done, Eltharion. We need you turning back around. We're gonna lose a lot of our army, but I think we'll be fine here. You guys gotta fall on away. Archers turn and fire. We've got too many guys on one spot here. One of you has to stay, the rest of you turn and fire. Get them before those poison wind globes to get too much damage in. Good grief, lads. Alright, Eltharion, we need you to hunt down. I'm gonna lose our talons of rest to the last. How violent. Alright, Battlecats, come on away. Eltharion, you kind of hang out for a moment. Let's give yourself heals. I kind of completely forgot about our healing capabilities here. Told you to hang out for just a moment, my friend. Let's drop heals on the Battlecats, which are somehow unable to pull away from combat here. We can at least go clobber this random hero that's jumped around in our lines. Bladesman doing very well. This definitely looks like a garrison. It's coming over here after us. So we'll come on up, drop the Starwood Staff, drop some Spirit Leech. Kind of whatever we can on that end. Keep pursuing. You guys need to split up just a bit. And we're getting through it, but it's as spooky as it can be. You guys go ahead and withdraw. Blade's been getting there after these normal clans rats, or the Ishka's triads are actually probably a better target for you. Other archers come on up to about here. Eltharion, get back over here after it stayed in the fool. Turn fire on this chieftain. And other guys are bursting up out of the ground. We'll go ahead and give these archers the Hand of Glory.
The might of Yvresse.
Why did they try to run away? I guess they're on, I don't know, they weren't on skirmish mode, but it looks like they kind of were for a moment. We missed access to the really good cast of,
Glory
let's go ahead and
matters
pull away. Fighting two at once is
not.
rough.
Go. I must.
Clobber this chieftain, my friend.
Guided by
Make it so the battle cats can't die. Heal yourself. Double.
By my father's blade.
Here comes the secondary army. Everyone turn. Turn and start firing. Also, another Rattling gun survived. Lovely to see. Let's drop Melkos. Actually, no, that's not a good use. Gonna blast that down through. Hunt them down. Hunt them down.
Eltharion.
Eltharion struggling a little bit here. Drop the rocks on these poor lads.
The Grim Warden rises.
Give yourself some heals. Turn back around. Let's go ahead and lock Weak in place. Try our best to take him down.
The might of Yvresse.
He's at least running. There we go. Victory. A very, very desperate one. We really had to rely on it. Our troops kind of innate melee defense there. Well done, lads. We lost our catapults to the last, or our ballistas, but that'll be all right.
Setting forth. We advance. March.
All right, we managed to secure a Pyrrhic victory. We do lose the Talons of Yvresse. They shall be remembered fondly. But Queek shall not be. This was a horrible battle to fight. We will go ahead and take the extra. I'm tempted to go for the labor, but I think I want the gold. 1600 is quite nice. You know, let's make sure we can stamp Clan Moors out finally. Alright, there's the Vermin Flail. Even more bonus of the infantry for Eltharion. See how he runs all the way back to the sewer from which he first skulked. Now you've got a competent protector. Glorious. I am going to go ahead and stamp out Skullpake here.
I will avenge.
But first, let's go ahead and give you another point into the Fiery Convocation.
Eltharion.
And then for you there, Henry. Probably just snag a Blade Shield. And instead of going after Skullpake himself, we'll just go after the Floating Village and wipe out these rats. Let's encircle though. And then we'll go ahead and... Oh, you're not a rat. Oh, perfect.
Execute.
See you clowns later. Execute them. That's Clan Moors. We are going to go ahead and just occupy the settlement. As Storming does his best to scream in my ear. No, a war coordination target has been lost. But we now have ourselves the Seer Staff of Safari. Which looks like the upgraded version of the Hand of Glory. Great. Love to have a bound spell that isn't that insane. Alright, we need to replace our artillery quite soon. Maybe we can replace them with some artillery from our Dawi friends. Let's go ahead and snag the magic reserves here for Eltharion, make him a proper spellcaster. Floating Village, which we have now captured, we can just go for probably just some growth. The rats aren't completely wiped out. Where's their last settlement? They may just have one more army running around, or they may have actually claimed this one here. And Verms is only in Nagashazar. I'm not really sure. Well, actually, this could be them here. Well, there's no real Skaven corruption going on, so I guess we'll find out soon where the last settlement for Clan Moors is.
Yvresse's guardian.
Alright, Eltharion. We definitely need to start getting in some of our proper Mistwalker units. Alright, let's do so without kicking out too many of our own here. We've got 2 spears, 2 of the Lothern Sea Guard, which are great. Let's actually go ahead and get rid of them. They're the most expendable here. See you guys later. Instead, we can get some Citadels of Astaril. Spire Guard have a just ton of ammunition. I'm thinking we'll go for 2 of the Sentinels. And then we definitely need to replace his artillery. We can just do that through Avalorn real quick. We need to replace artillery with... before I do decide. These do get the unending volley, so as long as they're not shooting... or at least... oh, no, they just replenish ammo all the time. There you go. Yeah, that's pretty great. Would love to just grab a Star Dragon, but you know what? No, we definitely need ourselves our Eagle Claw bolt throwers. We need to have the second Talons of Yvresse. And then we can have these archers keep getting replaced as well. So let's come on in and go for recruit units through Global. Got a little bit of money's left. We'll go ahead and snag, I think. I like having the 2 silver in. These guys are good for a back line, and the 2 ranger squads are fantastic. Let's go ahead and just merge these 3. Merge these 2. Make sure we have as elite of a force as possible, even though I am going to kick some of them out. And then we'll go ahead and have... probably the Spire Guard replace them. Because they're normal archers, but kind of like a Lothern Sea Guard version. Sweet. Now everyone should be getting access to the ethereal we're getting from the undead. We just have to replace the rest of these archers here. This is a little bit spooky as is, because I don't know where the rest of Clan Moore's armies are, if any. Actually, let's go ahead and check before we get too spooked out for no reason. Yeah, they have 1 settlement left. That's got to be over there in Nagashazar. It's got to be at least elite enough, or at least not the Desolation of Gash, that is. Got to be elite enough at least to get them some miniguns. We need to be a bit wary, but they're far enough away that I think we can go ahead and take 2 turns to recruit. Famous last words. Right, let's go ahead and get rid of these last archers too. Yep, and replace them with Skyhawks. Seem lots of fun, but we're losing out on a little bit of our shooting. Then let's get an army that's actually especially designed to utilize these guys. We'll go Spire Guard instead. Sweet, that is a proper army of Mistwalkers. We're just need to replace these 2. Which we can probably go ahead and replace you 2 with the Skyhawks. Have a bit of fun there. Looks like the Druki are being pushed back. That is lovely to see. We are building up our own troops, that way we can come on out and try to deal with Albion once and for all.
High Elven Archmage.
Alright. I'd be lying if I... oh, I think it was the demons here that were coming on up. So we'll come to Misnar. Kind of post up here, and then we can come on out to sea and chase off this lot for once and for all. I'm thinking with you, Yennefer, we do want to start replacing some of your spears with more elites. We can just snag some Silver and Guard through Avalorn. So you 2 gone, and Silver and Guard.
By the White Tower.
It's gonna take 2 turns. Oh, because we already have one going on over there, don't we? Fair enough. Let's do the 1. That's, I think, exactly what we want. We do want a Dragon 2. You know what? Instead of just going for the Silver and Guard now, let's go ahead and see about... Knights of Galador have no dragons. Tane, I think, have a couple. Sun Dragons are alright. They're not nearly as good as the Star variant. So you guys have 2. Sun and Moon Dragon. Oh, the Moon Dragons are better than the Sun Dragons. They're just not as fast. Interesting. Sure, we'll snag us a Moon Dragon. And then whatever the next turn is, we'll grab ourselves the Silver in. Beautiful. Swing on back down south.
Princess of the Asur.
Princess of the Asur. You are in a good place to come on back up north.
We shall not rest.
To the Kernark and get in prepared for our next fight with the undead here.
Prince Eltharion.
Master of high
Hello,
magic.
Lillian. You have not been moved. Well then, let's give you some more units through Allied, but not from it Avalorn. Well, I just realized we're doing something a little goofy.
Limitless talent.
Yennefer, get this one out, and you can just come on down to Attain and grab some silver in here. Perfect. And then back over with Lo Lillian.
Purest sorcery.
It's a fantastic name. We will give you... Probably having an Evil Claw is not a bad idea, but from Ironbrow, can we get anything a little bit more oomph? Working guns, flame cannons are quite good. Especially against the Druki. Low range, though. I don't know that matters. Throw some flame cannons, and then we'll go ahead and get... I don't know, maybe just 2 units of flame cannons? I think that sounds great. Shotguns and flame cannons to defend the shores of Ulthuan. Alright, back over to the Grim. Before we pass the turn, though, let's come on into 2 diplomacy. Why is Attain dropping? Treaties with the Drowned. Fair enough, I guess. Let's grab a piece.
Patience for the fancy folk of Ulthuan.
They are still our kin, sister.
Relax. We will get to a campaign with the Sisters of Twilight soon. They are my favorite Wood Elf faction. Even if I don't necessarily play them like with just Hawkrider Doomstacks.
Seems
Just a bit too powerful.
Queen of
Defender of the Phoenix Throne.
I mean, I'm not really willing to pay you for a deal.
Of the Phoenix Court.
Especially when you want that much for it.
To business.
Grumpy
Protector
purple
of
lads.
Ulthuan.
And Protector of Ulthuan. Alright, Lillian, what can you get here with the normal recruitment? Just more archers. Let's go ahead and snag you a couple of spears then. For a nice front line. I think just two will work for now. And now back down to the Grim. Alright, Yvresse has snuck on through to the Misty Mountains. Yeah, taking their wins when they can, aren't they? That's fine. We're gonna pretend like we already got all our guys out. They all evacuated. That's my headcanon. No one died here. Full evacuation. I don't know what happened to these guys because they tripped and fell. Foolish skeletons. Alright, Misty Mountain has fallen, but that's alright. It wasn't really making us that much anyway. Our princess is now an Eltharion, and here comes a Corm. With RORs and slaves. Wisdom of the Ancients. Hang on now. Many years ago, an old and respected seer disappeared in the Dragonspine Mountains. Trackers were sent, and a rescue expedition assembled, but to no avail. He was given up for lost until now. His recent reappearance at Calidor has prompted great rejoicing. It transpires he's spent time in deep communion with an ancient star dragon, who, sensing his kindred spirit, taught him much about the world's hidden warp. As a result, your research rate has increased faction-wide. How glorious. 100%. Alright then. So the unwashed masses are coming after us now. They're enough. Brad Tommen has at least some fair defenses. We can try to hold the line there. Eltharion has got just one more turn before his lads are all reassembled, which is fantastic.
Princess.
Yvresse, let's make sure we are ready to fight the undead. We've got a lot of guys coming down kind of from the north and from Labaris. Labaris is getting stamped out by Thorak pretty quickly here. We just have to hold out till their armies stop going after our small settlements. So let's go ahead and push up to Galbaraz.
It shall be done. I'm waiting.
You're kind of just going back and forth here. It's not a lot of fun, but someone's going to do it. And then we'll do one more Sea Guard, one more Archer. We've got plenty of ROR to check on in here too, like the Fireborn. Would be insanely good here in the plains. They're just very expensive. We'll hold off until we need them.
My life.
Let's
for
go
tall
Yvresse. Things good and upgraded down here in the Badlands. How about back over at Yvresse? Just waiting 5 turns before we can get the Knights of Torgaval. Get upgrade here at Toron Lek.
Wisdom.
SAR gets us the marble stockpiles. Construction costs for all buildings down by 10%. That's not bad. Kind of prefer something that's making us more gold now, but let's go ahead and, yeah, we'll check in the SAR here. Not bad. We'll use some of our influence, we have a ton of it. Not to worry about the Oracles of Tzeentch, but to increase relations with Itane. Let's say 20-40. Then over here at Avalorn we'll do the same. 40 and then 20 there. Sweet. Use a good bit of our influence. And now how many more...
Master of high magic.
We can have 5 of all of our different heroes except for handmaids. I think those are just for Avalorn.
High mage.
Well, where can I recruit them? Let's go find out. I don't think poor Ollie. Yvresse, I believe we can grab some more. Yes, indeed. More Law Masters of Hoeth. We can get Leander here, the Resilient. That's kind of... 15% ward save is pretty good. The Kund, though, for growth and growth. Yes, please. Welcome, Illidial. Never short of new ideas or new ways of looking at old problems. There's the Fit Lad down here, and then the Primed. Now we'll go for Illidial.
Lawmaster of Hoeth.
Lawmaster of Hoeth.
Now is not the time.
Alright, now who else? We get one up here at, oh, just kidding. If we had the gold. We do not. So one Lore Master it is. Now let's come on back down to Eltharion. We've got our lovely Vampire Coast prisoner here. I don't remember which faction she even came from. She is our prisoner. Alright, the turn is getting ours, and look, we've got ourselves a light mage out of nowhere. Sure, we'll find out why very soon. In a rebellion there at Blightwater, fair enough. They're not happy because they're all rats. A powerful mage, once schooled in ancient ways, first developed by the mighty Kalidor Dragon Tamer, has pledged his allegiance to you. Elves of such distinction, who have immersed themselves completely in the study of high magic, should be retained and deployed in your service to the detriment of his enemies. We got ourselves not a high mage, though, but a light one. At Tour of Rest proper. Alright. Looks like the rats have arrived, too. King Rashoshin. Alright, Emmerich. Pop Eltharion's back.
No weakness.
I think a Quorum can do anything nasty, so we'll go in March stance to get to correct as Asgal.
Never.
Please get out of attrition zones. Perfect. We do have the undead to worry about.
Azure Lady.
Azure Lady. And I am thinking to deal with them the best way, we'll snag in either the Fireborn, or we can just grab the Everqueen's Court Guards once more. Oh, we don't have the gold, do we? Got a little bit overzealous. Alright, fair enough.
The green.
Cool. There's lots of armies coming our way, though, so I think we should stabilize out with gold before too long. I'm gonna go ahead and kick some units out of the flame cannons. Yeah, I should have figured that.
Hoeth sees all.
I'll see those two spearmen later.
Master.
Yennefer, you're not gonna be able to afford this moon dragon either, are you? Yeah, 560 is a bit too much. Well, unfortunate. The Lillian,
High Elven Archmage.
don't think we can afford you to have these flame cannons. We'll get rid of just the one,
High
because it makes me sad. Let's go for the Marble Quarry here and see if we can get any more trading units. Baron's thinking about it. They're also at war with the... We could start up a fight with the other Norskins and have them all coming after us.
You come to Bretonia, stranger. I am its king. Let us hope you leave us friends.
He's a sassy Frenchman, isn't he? I will join you in your war against the unfortunate World Walkers, and you shall give me money. Have an accord. And now we need to make sure we can defend. We've got a nice little stockpile up now. We get the livestock pastures here. The max one drops upkeep, right? It does indeed. Doesn't give you more money, though, which is not great. walls at Yvresse.
Mage of Ulthuan.
Circia. Light mage. I don't really want you right now. So, goodbye.
What do you seek?
I seek you to come up here and join Yennefer
Forward,
for
then.
invasion of, Norska and Albion. I'd also really like to confederate the other, the Elven factions. They are not about it, though. Not even a little bit. Which is kind of funny. That Moondragon will be in next turn, which, again, we really can't afford it, but I think picking it on out would be foolish. Is a dragon, after all.
Scholar Supreme.
Alright, Lillian. Might be a good idea for you to actually come on out and start following them around, too. I think this army can easily take whatever comes out of a shipwreck.
Carried by magic.
So let's go pull your own weight now. You might get attacked by Death and Cold Eye, which would be not good.
Ulthuan's Archmage. The vortex calls. Set sail!
We cross the sea. Alright, we can go for the Invocation of Eladriel. I think we need it. Not right now. Our resources are a little bit too spread. We really need to deal with Morgheim. It is easily giving them most of their power there. How far can you even march?
On.
Almost. I think we need to get up to Grunting Eagle.
Garrisoning.
There's no telling where the undead will strike from, though. But they will be attacking us again soon, and likely as we are passing kind of by here.
Must be maintained.
We can't go for the Haven, because we're about to have a lot of gold deficit with Yennefer's Dragon. Brad Tomlin's gonna fall as well. Man, I don't think we can even have the dragon now. Man, that's unfortunate. Here's what we'll do. Ildia will be the dragon.
Archmage.
We'll pretend he's a dragon, Rar, and he will join up with him. We'll launch the invasion that way. I think I will. How much are we getting here? Oh, good, not that much. Full grade Karakazgal. No, good grief, we won't. We'll get to upgrading this once we have solidified our control of the area.
High Elven Archmage.
You know,
Scholar.
let's wait till he arrives, and then you can
They
get
are
on out and start
my
attacking.
Protection.
Beautiful. Now back to Eltharion and the turn. You've got an attack here at Kradtalman.
You! I will not rest till all who threaten Yvresse are buried.
You. She wants peace again. And no, you're getting wiped out by the elves. Although you were the one that got rid of Elithanar. So, vengeance. Alright, that's our light Ithamar armor research. So Ithamar is a unusual substance in that it offers full protection without the encumbrance of a full suit of plate armor. And more armor for all of our kind of frontline elven units. Invocation of Hoeth is now done and ready to be re-kicked in.
No glory. Only service.
Oh, looks like we've got another ratty ambush coming on in. And good grief, that's a lot of undead. In fact, so much so.
Stand ready.
Oh, what do you guys have? I bet we could win, though. My elven arrogance is coming on back. I bet we could win. Even against a triple army here. But they would have the defenses of Morgheim too, wouldn't they? Ooh, okay, maybe not. We just need to keep in mind that these guys are likely coming over to prepare for an invasion.
Ready.
Let's swing to Kradtalman.
Warden assumes control.
There is no way he moved past it into an ambush. He's likely in an ambush stance somewhere near here.
Tor Yvresse expects.
No upgrading here. Now we know where they... Oh, they're being pushed back by the Dawi. Perfect. I still think we want to hold the line here at
Phoenix King.
Grunty
Taking
Mingle.
up residence.
Taking up residence.
Lady of the Phoenix Court.
Let's see if we can go for this mysterious island. Come on now. We have no artillery, but surely. Power of rage, O power of prescience. This clings to the ground and stubbornly refuses to shift even as your followers stride forth. They approach a place of ancient power. We'll go ahead and take the power of prescience. Shroud of War will furl back in your army's momentum, shall quicken. Treasury and favorable winds. Glorious. Is there anything else here on the sea we can get before Black Buckthorn comes on back over to cause us some issues?
Princess of the Azure,
Oh no, speaking of, we're caught out in the...
returning to shore.
A bit arrogant there, but we'll be alright. I'd love to go for some upgrades over here in the Badlands. It's just not a good idea.
Haunted by failure.
Haunted by failure. Alright, grab us that preserved seafood. In growth and 10% more income from our ports. Beautiful stuff. Recall the colonists.
Prince Eltharion.
Oh, isn't that something that, well, I do not remember the Phoenix King, but it was not a happy time. That's why I had to call everyone back. The Dark Elves were invading again. The Dark Elves again. The Invocation of Hoeth gives us that extra experience return for Archmages and Lore Masters. That's pretty decent. We don't really need it, though. So we'll just hold off on spending gold unnecessarily. Come into Province tab. Over at Nagaryth, we can go ahead and upgrade Toron Lex Port to get us a harbor. That's a very good idea. Oh, we lost the rest of the upgrade ideas. Let's go ahead and just snag in the extra growth here at Toron Lek. We can get Nagaryth back up to proper. Yennefer, you are about ready to go to sea, so we'll grab
We have an accord. Hoeth protects them.
this Lore Master. Give him the Executioner's Axe for sundering attacks. I'm sorry.
Hoeth's disciple.
The Seer's Staff of Safri sounds insane. Let's go ahead and combine these two up. We get a Brass Cleaver. Interesting. Very interesting. Don't think I'll use it though. We'll go Helm of Discord. Can't really combine anything else up. Ranger Standard is not something he can equip, so we're kind of lacking in ancillaries. Alright, Yennefer, time to go. Swing across the Mistnar crossing here, come after this island, and then swing up to the Isle of Wights. A proper fight against Norska. We'll see how many mammoths they're going to be fielding. Surely it won't be insane.
I wield the winds.
So Lostra's here. They're pushing her back pretty quickly.
I think not.
Go ahead and grab this shipwreck, see if we can survive the battle if there is one. Let's explore the island. And we get ourselves a decisive victory against Evelyn Coates, the rogue pirate. You poor fool.
We need not fear our
You
lessers.
sacrificed my thunderers, didn't you? We need not fear our lessers.
Your hands from toil.
5,000 treasury and 1,500 bonus experience for Lillian.
For Hoeth,
Yeah, I did not use her properly, though.
find the wind.
Tested, so we're not going to be doing any replenishment here.
The Azure
When we get back up in the
built
Twisted
to
Glade, that way we can at least be in friendly territory. There it is.
Infused by Hoeth's wisdom.
Oh, we can go ahead and give her a dedication now. Surian gives us Phoenix Guard and Control. Hoeth is Sword Masters and Corruption Reduction. Armor and upkeep for Dragon Princes, as well as income faction-wide for Industry. Kurnos is post-battle loot and Lions and White Lions. I guess it also drops... Well, it doesn't drop leadership, but it gives them a Vanguard deploy. Each has replenishment, as well as upkeep for kind of your base units. Adioth's Dragons and income from sacking. Mathlan is income from ports faction-wide, and then upkeep for those Sea Guard, and then Hukon is movement range, as well as Chariots. Interesting. Let's go Crackling Potency. And then Route Marcher. And we'll figure out a dedication here next time. Yes, that sounds quite nice. We'll also go ahead and upgrade the Shrine of Cain. Indeed. Well, at least the undead are being pushed back. Let's see about also increasing relations with the Knights of Caledor.
I am your brother, but do not forget I am also your better.
I am also your better. Angry Emmerich. Through those relations 2 separate times there. Maybe even 3. And that should ensure we can get some good deals with him, maybe even next time. Non-aggression back with Reichland also sounds nice. Greetings from Sigmar. Let's cut him off. Eltharion still is being wishy-washy about military access. Sweet business. Alright. Well, since we've holed up in Radtama, let's see if we can figure out where the rats are hiding. They just ran back to the Desolation. Upgrade those walls, upgrade Karaka's Gall. I think the Lyonesse livestock pins are actually a pretty good idea. We'll grab that in and pass the turn. Alright, the turn is get ours. A good deal of influence has now been dropped into the bank of good wishes. Good Moon is gone, and now Yvresse is Seafarer. Great. Salting fish ensures it can be transported inland and still be edible by the time it gets there. Indeed.
My life.
Alright, Eltharion, we will have you. Now we can continue to deal with their settlements. He's on the run, so let's come on up to Dringarekas. We'll just be a little bit safe about it, so let's come into...
No glory.
Just outside the settlement. Drop into encamp stance. Kind of walk on up.
On your feet.
I'm not worried about the undead here.
Assume standard formation.
Now we attack Dringarekas, which is going to be full of clan Moors. Oh, is this their final settlement? Oh, how unfortunate.
Failure is unthinkable. Yvresse
Agreed.
it all.
That should be the end of clan Moors then.
I had taken.
Interesting. How did they claim that many settlements so quickly? I said they were down to 1. Maybe I could have been mixing them up with Clan Carrion. That's no problem. See what they decide to do now.
We are ill at ease.
We are ill at ease. We'll go ahead and demolish this one and not worry about repairing here.
Lady of Ulthuan.
Lady of Ulthuan. Let's go ahead and move into Gronti Mingle.
The iron hammer weighs heavy in my grip.
I will join your war against the Disciples of the Maw, and you will give me a non-aggression pact. I'd really not like to have Belgar coming across the sea there. Sign this year contract, and we'll have a pact. Alright, now Illyrian's willing to buddy up.
Defend
Thank
what
goodness.
would you ask of the Asa?
Your money and your time.
As you say.
Fair enough. Cool. We could drop in a few more embassy buildings, or whatever they are. The outposts there. I think we should save our gold for actual upgrades that we can use. Now, speaking of, the Sculptor's Workshop sounds nice.
I see the winds.
Yeah, she is annihilating Silostra. Might as well follow her in.
Ready yourselves.
Started that turn with less movement than I feel like we should have, so instead we'll actually swap over to...
Unfathomable knowledge.
Alright, never mind, we can't go into a camp.
I have no patience for the fancy folk of Ulthuan.
The angriest of the sisters.
Behold my power.
Alright, now we'll move up to grab
Row
you,
at
Sea
your-
Corpse. Because we haven't done lots of auto-resolving here this time, we'll go ahead and loot this carcass. And fight this battle, no matter how small it is. The auto-resolve will be really very, very kind with these hand cannons and the big crab. So let's see if we can do a little bit better. Alright, on the Nagarothi coast, let's see how well old Bleak Legs handles the layered fire of the elves. So let's go. Shields of the Archmage, Silver and Guard, and kind of like in that order. We'll do you guys up front. I think kind of a long... Sounds perfect. Definitely move them on apart, but there's easier ways to get a nice checkerboard made. This is not the one.
Acknowledged.
down in smaller groups. Then I'm going to go ahead and pull these guys a little bit closer together. Still some quite good aim. There we go. We'll drag you guys on out.
We will obey.
Pull some back, and we'll just drag this whole group kind of over. Behind. Okay. Let's do some further edits here. You guys could be firing through the woods. You archers here, and by firing through the woods, I mean right here, because we'll put the sea guard on that side. These archers are actually above their brethren, so they can set up here.
We will obey. It shall be done. It will be
Fire
done.
guard.
Orders received.
Cav, and then skirmish cav. Trees in the woods on both sides.
Storm riders.
Storm riders here. Use those archers good and layered up.
Archers. Understood.
Then we can have the fire guard take this side.
Orders received.
This side as well.
Archers.
Bring these archers around.
Acknowledged. Orders received. Archers.
The undeployed fire guard just take this position. Sweet business. Let's go ahead and get everyone in their units. Archers, beaters, and our archmage, and a new lore master who has Shim's Burning to start. Let's get it going. My journey continues. Wait, they do have mortars, don't they? Good old mortar fire. Go ahead and move you guys around. I don't mind her getting shot by the mortars quite a bit. Alright, we'll just walk on up. Drop a chain lightning on top of the mortars there.
Observe my radiance.
We'll get a little bit of shots. Thankfully, pistols aren't that scary if we can't heal. They moved away from that chain lightning with a quickness, didn't they? Drop the lightning here.
I summon the winds.
In fact, I'm not really sure how that mortar is doing what it is. We're about to lose a lot of guys.
Understood.
Loremaster of power.
Drop a chain lightning here.
Witness true magic.
Yep, that's what just happened. Those guys got exploded by mortars. She's just sitting there, so she's gonna get shot at by a bunch of shotguns. There we go. This battle went not quite as intended. Managed to dodge the rock. Man, the undead move quick, don't they? Alright. Now the mortars are gone. We just got blasted a little bit by them on the way in. Unfortunate. Fighting the undead is always a good deal of fun. Drop another one here. Let's get the old moon dragon breath here.
Behold my power!
Start drawing the big crab back towards our lines. Here, Reavers come on through. We'll just have you leave.
Magic's unleashed! It is my goal!
And let our archers handle what's coming on in now. I'm kind of surprised they decided to bring the crab through the woods. Not gonna do so well in there, I can promise you.
For the king. Onward.
Oh, they're just being goobers. Well, they're kind of just going after my soft targets. Fair enough. Gonna draw them into the woods there. We can turn around and hit them.
I'm waiting.
hand of glory here for any of these guys. We just watch the shots fly.
Eltharion Reavers! Kill them!
Big Grab is actually fighting pretty well in the woods, for what you'd expect. Went over and make sure they have maximized combat potential there. Heals to the boys.
I summon the winds!
Without fail.
Everyone fire on their lord.
Enemy spell.
Go ahead and blast some stuff towards him too. Fastest deletion of a vampire lord ever.
Observe!
You guys go ahead and fall back. I'm not sure how this trash can of a rotting leviathan's handling our trees in the woods, but it is.
Come on, Drake.
Prepare for impact.
Get charged with the spears. I guess we're getting lots of friendly fire there.
It will be done.
I enjoy the bravery of these undead. Get on in there and crunch these shotguns. You've got no captain now. Is the Leviathan any bonus versus large monster? Don't think it's going to show us because it is on legendary, but good work, lads. Alright, even with the mortar fire losses, that it's still way better than Auto Resolve would have done. We'll go ahead and take it. We will grab the replenishment so we can get across the sea without losing too many more. The Oldest Sea Legs has been captured. I didn't think we'd actually be able to. Interesting. Before you could reach the sea monster's corpse, were suddenly accosted by a horde of undead pirates. After beating the brakes off of them and stealing all their goodies, you now are much more experienced and a bit richer.
Archmage.
Full sail! By
Cross the
sea!
Albion Channel. As long as we're not taking attrition, we should be safe.
Safary's servant.
Safary's servant. Alright, let's go ahead and give you the Roiling Skies. Nah, no, we don't need it. We'll grab Loose. 10 extra reload skill. Sounds good to me.
For Ulthuan!
Then we'll go training on you and Burning Gaze as well. Glorious. That's the preserved seafood. And now... extra range for Eltharion Reaver archers does sound great. So we should acquire it. They already are some of the best skirmish cavalry in the entire game. Giving them more range sounds good to me.
Prince Eltharion.
Alright, what buildings do we have to upgrade that are not in the Badlands? Misnar and Kothique. We go ahead and upgrade the Phoenix Gate there, which gives us magical bolts, walls to the settlement. Now we don't really need that. Storm Hinge could go up to the next tier. Still be waiting quite some time for Gobraz. We can upgrade Leoness as well. I think the Leoness is probably the best call out of all of them. We'll ignore the damaged buildings. We'll zoom in.
Princess of the Azure.
Princess, I'd love to be able to come over here and take down Myrmidons. How many ogres are actually in this settlement? Ooh, fair few. I do think she can win. Maybe with maybe one more unit of either spears or... yeah, let's get some normal spears. And then we'll go across the sea and deal with Myrmidons. Perfect. That should be the turn. Alright, a good chunk of influence is still flowing our way, and now we've got kind of a dual attack force moving in. The only issue is here, for them at least, the only good unit they have out of this whole group is the Tomb Scorpion and the Ushabti. Everything else we deal with pretty easily. I think we're gonna have to let Kradaman try to defend itself, and we continue to push through and wipe out the rest of Week's settlements here in the mountains. We'll come through to Spike Peak now. There are some rats set up inside the settlement. Let's go ahead and give them a quick click.
Failure is
They're gone at 340 kills to our Mistwalkers. Yes, please. We will loot and occupy this as well. Quorum the Dominator was captured, but we couldn't. Well, yeah, we could. I guess we kicked someone else out of the prison then. So let's go ahead and interrogate you.
Silence is futile.
Steal 5% of the character's faction or treasury per turn. I think we'll keep the Skaven thing for now. We might send this guy on back to get some gold before we wipe them out.
No glory, only service.
Send us back a Skaven sleeper agent. Let's go for Arcane Unforgiving now.
Never falter.
Never falter. And we'll make you a student of Hoeth for that. I almost said research rate. Word save, that is. Speed of Assyrian here for our princess. Or Bowmaster probably actually is the call. Glorious. Alright. Hoeth and Eladriel. I think we prefer to do some upgrades, but Karakazgal is a little bit too in the way of the enemies. I'll go ahead and upgrade Stormhenge,
Princess of the Azure.
as spooky as it might be. Then we can move Ralph Face Puncher. We'll wait to see what happens here, and then we'll move in on Myrmidons after. In fact, we'll come on out here and pretend like we're being nice and sneaky.
Master of magic.
Yennefer, let's come on up outside of March Stance,
Ready
please.
yourselves.
Up the islands here. Isle of Wights is the weak spot for this, the Isle of Albion. Alright, cool. I don't think we want to go any further and risk it in March Dance. Alright, so we just have Mistwalkers with the Scurry Away ability. They have more speed as long as they're having a bad time. And they've got strength in numbers, so as long as they've got more than 50% health, they've got 8 more melee defense, and it's 6 more leadership. So what is their leadership? Their melee defense should be insane in battle now. See if we can see Eltharion.
Fang sword ready.
These guys already have 63. 72 on the Sentinels. So you add the 72, you had 8 more, and then 12 on top of that. Was that 92 melee defense on just a unit? Alright then. Sounds good to me. That is going to be all the time I've got for today, though. Let's go ahead and give it one more intern, just to see what happens. Hopefully Queen comes on over and tries something, though. This is going to be the end for today's episode. Oh, I forgot about you, Lillian. Whoops. That's not good. Alright, Krad Talman is now under attack by King Rahoshin. We'll see if we can actually hold the line here against him in the next episode. For now, I'm out of time for today. Thank you all so much for dropping by today's Eltharion the Grim episode. If you enjoyed the video, remember to leave a like for the like god and a sub for the sub throne. See you all in the next one.